Hello, everyone. Happy New Year's Eve.
No, don't leave me here.
And welcome to the final SleepyCatFilms video of 2025. It's been a big year for SleepyCatFilms, from podcasts to short films and even getting a consistent content schedule. With all that excitement and huge leap in quality, we thought, why not end off our biggest year yet with a big video? That big video taking us through the top 10 SleepyCatFilms short films of 2025. This year has been huge for us, and it would not be possible without you guys, so we really appreciate you all. And if you're new to SleepyCatFilms, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, my name is Logan Murray, and without further ado, let's get into it. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Movies have a lot of moving pieces. From acting, to directing, to writing, editing, post-production. The point is, making movies isn't cheap. So, SleepyCatFilms has started the SleepyCatFilms Patreon page. On Patreon, you can get access to all things SleepyCatFilms. For free, you get access to all of our videos as they come out on YouTube, but you're more likely to get notified because, well, the Patreon algorithm doesn't hate us. You also get access to all of the pictures that we post on Instagram, all centralized in one place. You also get access to the SleepyCatFilms newsletter, which will give you updates to all upcoming projects, which, while on the SleepyCatFilms website or on social media, could notify you, probably will notify you less often. On Patreon, you get a closer relationship to SleepyCatFilms, and I'm just talking about for free. But what about with money? Well, we have 3 tiers. The $3 fan tier gives you access to all of our videos early and ad-free. You get access to members-only shoutouts, which means that at the end of every video, you'll be one of the names in the credits, which basically makes you a producer in a way. You also get exclusive content, such as script pages, storyboards, shot lists, basically teases to upcoming projects that we won't post anywhere else. For the $5 super fan tier, you get access to everything previously stated in the $3 tier and access to our Discord server, which just opens up a whole new event of possibilities. From VIP live events to Q&As, you get to interact with cast and crew, ask about videos, and maybe even pitch ideas of your own. It is an all-private community for $5. And just wait until you get to the $9 tier. The $9 tier gives you access to all of that, and you get access to merch. Now, look, you can get merch regardless, right? But what makes it different? For $9, you get a reduced price of 25% on all merchandise. That's 25% off all merch. And just remember, that's on top of ad-free videos, early access videos, Discord, exclusive content, live streams, live events, you name it, that's what the $9 tier gives you. And here's the best part. That tier is listed as the executive producer tier, which means you, yes you, for doing absolutely nothing other than paying $9 a month, gives you basically unlimited access to all things SleepyCatFilms, and you get listed as an executive producer in the credits of every single video. We made this as a treat for you guys so you could interact and be more invested in SleepyCatFilms than ever before. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. Because I, for one, am so excited to interact with every single one of you. Thanks, guys. Let's get into the list with number 10, Stephanie's Night Out. This was probably the first ever Sleepy Cat Films video that was not written or directed by myself. Instead, this was written and directed by Raphael Bedard and voiced over by Che Watkins. It's an impeccable horror piece that genuinely does not get enough love, in my opinion. It was a part of that early Fangwood Falls piece, which we didn't have a lot of great content from with those two first videos, but this video is the exception. It takes a concept of using early children's television like Dora or any other 2D piece that's educational and insightful and, well, what we don't get anymore, and turns it on its head by turning it into a very impeccable horror piece that only gets more disturbing as time goes on. One of my favorite things Raph manages to do in this video is go from this very happy-go-lucky vibe into something that is dark and twisted. Even as he manages to slowly plant the seeds, he manages to build tension and progressively get darker throughout the video. And that's why number 10 is Stephanie's Night Out. Number 9, Don't Skip, Get to Class. Don't Skip, Get to Class is a very simple, short PSA video that me and Zipporah Williams did for our film class. But I believe what makes it so special is the editing. Every short film I had done up to the point of Don't Skip, Get to Class either had too much music or too little. In Don't Skip, Get to Class, I managed to take one song and use it as the piece at the end, without using it at all in the rest of the film. The film utilizes voices as its core, which taught me a major lesson as a filmmaker. Number 8 is Insomnia. Insomnia is a film that I had wanted to make for a very long time. I myself have suffered from insomnia for a while, and I wanted to express the feeling that you get when it's 3 o'clock in the morning and nobody else is awake but you. You feel like you're being watched, and eventually you get comfortable enough to go to sleep, and finally, when you do manage to get that comfortable, something peeks over you, and once again, that feeling of insomnia returns. I love this film, and visually it's beautiful. I can't help but thank my cinematographer, Jacob Dalrymple, for all of his help, because man, did it turn out great. And that's why number 8 is Insomnia. Number 7, Sundays. Sundays is a film that I laughed at so hard the first time I watched it. I had pretty much no part in the creative inner workings of this film. This was the directorial debut of Aaron Shepard, and his also writing debut, which I think he managed to do just so well. The story of Sundays is something that any student can relate to. Procrastinating and waiting too long to finish an assignment, only to realize it's Sunday and the assignment's due tomorrow. It's 11 o'clock and you have barely any time left. And Aaron managed to capture that feeling so well that this movie deserves a spot at number 7. Number 6, Nightbreaker. Braylon Mueller is one of my best friends, and she is one of the greatest writers I've ever worked with. She came to me with this idea of doing a film about waking up and your entire house is a mess, only to find out that maybe what's been making the mess the entire time is something inside. That sounds like a drama and a horror film. However, Braylon managed to bring a creative and comedic twist to the film that I don't think anybody would have expected. For Braylon's second directorial outing and first solo outing, I think she did a great job. As an on-screen actor, director, writer, and producer of her own film, I think Nightbreaker is one of our best this year. Number 5, Pizza Night. Pizza Night is a film that I came up with in literally 3 minutes. I was talking to Aria, Vera, and Issa, the kids who also would come to be in the film Who Killed the Babysitter, which is another great film. But Pizza Night really, truly takes the cake as one of the best films that I made with those kids. From the comedic delivery of my brother Luke.
What the heck, dude?
What?
We were fighting over that pizza!
To the action.
Ow!
The way we creatively managed to do stunts and framing. This film has earned its spot at number 5 on the greatest Sleepy Cat Film short films of 2025.
We were fighting over that pizza!
Number 4, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas is a very unique short film to me. While I don't love it very much, many people who I work with, and one of my best friends who has helped me make this list, Hank, shout out Hank, put this out here at number 4. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas manages to use a lot of visual humor and comedy. It's written by Braylon Mueller and directed by myself. It follows Holly Wood as she talks to a family that claims to have encountered Santa Claus. I think one of my favorite parts of this film is the fact that we managed to give such emotion by saying barely anything. From small looks, small glances, and a genuine approach to humor, to guide the viewer through this very strange interview. Number 3, The Final Goodbye. After the excitement of doing the Michael Afton monologue earlier in 2025, I came up with an idea. Why don't we use the framing device of William Afton's spring locking to give another monologue to Michael. I combined multiple different ideas from multiple different scenes in the franchise to really help the story breathe. And I think it truly encaptures how I feel about the characters of Michael and William Afton, as well as the rest of the Afton family. This film gives just a little insight into how me and writer Nathan plan on exploring the Aftons and our series Aftons plan to come out in 2027. Number 2, Tropes. This is a really hard list, and Tropes is one of the best films we've made this year. From the emotion to the visual language of this film, I don't think that there's one that really manages to give something better. The only thing that holds it back is the lack of dialogue and the lack of understanding from many people who have seen it. Tropes genuinely is an example of one of the most beautiful films of the Sleepy Cat Films catalog. The story, too, being one of the idea that love will always persevere, is something that's very powerful. I'd also argue that the use of you, the audience, and being able to pick your own ending is one of the most influential and special uses of the YouTube medium we've had at Sleepy Cat Films. But nothing compares to our number one. But before we get to number one, I'd like to mention a honorable mention of Who Killed the Babysitter. While Who Killed the Babysitter is a film that probably would be at number 11, it's still fantastic and deserves to be mentioned on this list. Between Pizza Night and Who Killed the Babysitter, I think Who Killed the Babysitter is looked at less fondly because of its less creative use of humor. But it's still pretty funny, and it holds a very funny twist at the end. Number 1, The New Girl. This film has managed to follow me and affect multiple people around me in multiple different ways. Everybody who's watched it has told me that it touched them in some way, and that it spoke to them in some way. From it talking about a feeling of loneliness and not feeling like you're fitting in, to finding the right group of people and growing as a person through high school, learning that you're not alone and that there's always someone there, I think really speaks to the beauty of this film. It also, visually, is a beautiful film that uses colors in a very spectacular way. The soundtrack is also special, with me working for the first time with 3 different artists: Rob Red, Whimsy, and Soul, or Harold Scott, who is one of the most talented musicians I've ever worked with. Altogether, what makes The New Girl and Tropes so special is their use of teamwork. Almost every other film on this list was a film that was done solo, with Nightbreaker being exclusively Braylon and being shot by her brother Jude. Sundays, which was shot by and stars Aaron Shepard. Of all the films on this list, The New Girl really speaks as one of the major films in the Sleepy Cat Films catalog that used so many different talented people's talents, and speaks to the teamwork that Sleepy Cat Films strives for with every single project. While I think all the films on this list are beautiful and impeccable at what they are trying to do, The New Girl really does come out above all the rest. I'd like to thank everyone for watching today's video. This year has been simply amazing for all of us, and we really appreciate your support. Whether here or on Patreon, any support will always help us in our growth. If you'd like to further support us, go to patreon.com/SleepyCatFilms. On there, again, you can get access to all kinds of original, premium content that you wouldn't see anywhere else. If you'd like to support us on here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Any support truly does help. You can also follow Sleepy Cat Films at The Sleepy Cat Films on all platforms. My name is Logan Murray. You can follow me at Logan K. Murray on all platforms. If you'd like to find more of Sleepy Cat Films, all centralized in one place, you can go to the Sleepy Cat Films official website, sleepycatfilms.my.canva.site. Alright, well that's all from me. Thank you so much. Have a happy new year. And Logan, signing off.